to the DIYS podcast. You're welcome.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to all our viewership and our listenership all over the world, wherever you are. This is the DIYS podcast.
Yep.
The Do It Yourself podcast.
Yep.
And we are here again. Kevin, we've been here for some time, right?
You know, sometimes, let's say we want to show, one day, it's not even sometimes, one day we'll just do like behind the scenes so that they will see what's going on.
Yeah, thank you. My name remains the same, the one and only Sir Patrick Omotayo. So any other Patrick Omotayo is a counterfeit.
No, this is the second time I am saying this thing now. Last week you said it.
Yeah.
No, at least now you will assign somebody. You can't be saying that kind of thing by yourself.
Okay.
You will just assign, maybe there's one person there now. You just be saying the one and only Sir Patrick Omotayo. That kind of thing.
Can hype me. Okay. I say let me hype myself maybe. And I'm the host of the DIYS podcast.
Yep.
My co-host is here, but I think he can talk for
himself.
They've
already heard my voice now. The introduction is now obsolete now like this. Shout out to everybody that is listening to us. Once again, this is the DIYS podcast, which is the Do It Yourself podcast, and I go by the name Kelvin Amani. And today's significant.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Uh-huh.
Do you know why?
Of course, I will know
why.
I will not tell you why. I will not tell you.
He's saying that he knows why. Why is about? Okay.
But I know it's significant. Our guest, we have special guests here.
You don't even know why. Today is significant because this is our 10th episode.
Wow. Okay, even number.
You understand?
Very big number.
This is our 10th episode, and it's amazing. We have an amazing guest too. And it's an amazing day. I'm just happy to be part of this, and it's like a whole dream come true. So I want to give a shout out to all our viewership, our listenership, wherever you're listening to us, YouTube, anywhere. I just want to say thank you. You guys are the reason we are here, and I want to give a big thank you to our last guest, and I want to give a big thank you to everybody that watched her, listened to her, and took something away from that interview. You guys are amazing, and we're seeing the feedback. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. Yeah, I just want to thank you guys. And once again, I go by the name Kelvin Amani, and let me do my thing before they will say I stopped.
Okay.
Now, if you are listening to us on audio and you want to see us, you want to see our guests before we even introduce our guests, just go to www.youtube.com and search for Sir Patrick Omotayo. Amazing content. You see a bunch of stuff there, and if the content is not amazing, like I always say, come to my Instagram. My Instagram is showing in this video and right now.
Shoot him.
That's too violent now. How would they? My mother will come and look for you.
Yeah, but it's very sure. I mean, it's.
Oh, you're 100% sure that the content is amazing.
Sure. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. This is our 10th episode, and I think Kevin have said that. So we are so happy to be here. Yeah. And we believe it's going to be amazing time with our special guest. That's why we get someone special for today.
Very special.
Yes. So today's topic is the 3 fundamentals for entrepreneurs. You know, if you are entrepreneurs, and there's 3 things you need to do. 3 things
you need to
know. You know, that is very, very important. And I will list them. 1, self-effectiveness. Number 2, we have financial intelligence. And the 3rd one is leadership. For you to be an entrepreneur. So those 3 things are very important. And I've seen many people, they are still looking out for job. It's okay, but I think now everything is changing.
Yeah, the environment has changed.
Yes. Entrepreneurship is very, very important. Yeah. So, but some people still have to work for
that's why we have our guests. Okay. That's why we have our guests. So that if they don't believe me and you, At least if once this person starts to speak, or maybe after you introduce the person, they will now understand that okay, this one is special.
Wow. So we have in the house a man of principle. Is a research assistant and an entrepreneur himself. So he's a first-class student, being from Diploma in business administrator or administration, also BSc in human resource management. He did his master's of business administration also. So everything is business, is getting money, put money together, financial things. That is why he's here to take up this topic. And currently he's running his Ph.D. In human capital development and talent management. You see, listen to that. Human capital development and talent management. At UTM, University Technology Malaysia. So at a region called AZMAN, Azim International Business School, Malaysia.
Yep.
So that is that. It's so amazing. I can't understand how he did it, but I have seen many people, Kevin, that couldn't do anything else during their
education.
Yes, but our guest here is busy as a student, first-class student. If you see the result, I saw the result. I was wow, first-class honor and everything. Yes, and it's practicalizing. What the studies.
No, do you know the shocking part? If people are watching on YouTube now, you can see that. If these credentials and all this, if you can show it on yourself,
wow,
it's not visible. Like
the first time I met him, or I want to meet him, I thought with this qualification he will have big hair,
something like that, right?
Special.
Maybe there's one cape.
But so. That is the educational part. Now, as an entrepreneur, he's the director and as well is the chairman. He owns his own business, SungaMax Nigeria Limited. Also, is the brand owner of Gamma Smith. That is fashion, first-class fitness. So for fitness. Also, he have a foundation. And it's called OBUM OKEKE Foundation. That is a way of giving back to the people.
Yes.
That's
amazing. Very important.
Yeah, the founder is also the founder and the business analyst of Fantasy United Nigeria Limited. 5D, another one is 5D Initiatives and Company Limited. Oh my God. Please,
you should count it so that we'll know how we'll clap.
So I think up to like seven business here.
7 platforms.
Business platforms doing amazing job. At the same time, he still maintain that first class student. At the same time.
It will explain to us.
Yes, we need to know. We need to know. So please join me as I welcome Mr. Emmanuel OBUM OKEKE,
aka Prof.
aka Prof. You are welcome, sir.
Oh, thank you so
Prof.
much.
Welcome.
Thank you, Sir Patrick. Kevin Aman.
Yes, boss.
All this in our introduction. Oh my God. But well, thank God for everything.
Yes.
And I'm very, very happy, and I must commend you guys. 10th episode of this. Oh my God. It's not really easy.
Yeah.
I know, even setting up, starting, getting moved, sometimes decision can be easier, but what makes it to be okay is determination.
Yes.
To start.
Yes.
All right.
Wow.
Thank you. I'm pleased to be here also. I'm honored.
You're welcome, sir. So, sir, it has been the DIYS podcastings that before, we dive into the topic of the day, which is the 3 fundamentals for entrepreneur. So before we dive in, we really want to know, for you to jam-pack schooling, not just, some people are going to school, but you went fully, diploma, BSc, masters, now PhD, and you are running your program on a very high standard. Now, what motivates you? What makes you get all those things together? So we need you to just tell brief how you get to this point.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much, Sir Patrick.
You're welcome.
And once more, thank you, Kevin Amani.
You're welcome, sir.
My name still remains OKEKE Emmanuel OBUM Neme. That's why I put the short form.
Okay.
Emma OBUM OKEKE.
Okay,
so that's
man.
why.
Oh.
Well, all this while, it has not been easy.
Yes.
For sure. And you have to understand that success is tons of discipline. Success is tons of discipline.
Lots of
if you can't discipline yourself, not only self-discipline alone, discipline in many areas. Time management discipline, courageous is also discipline. Every other thing is discipline. So first of all, I want to honor God Almighty, because I believe that without Him, we cannot be here.
No.
That's right.
So I know sometimes when some people are asked, how did they achieve things? How did they come to this level? First of all, they may say, it's the grace of God. Somehow it looks like I do not do anything. God just knows. Sometimes it's the grace of God, I believe, but grace of God is an empowerment to do something.
Exactly.
If you have the grace, you don't do anything.
You don't do it.
You are frustrating the grace as well.
Yeah.
So to start with, I left Nigeria. I came to Malaysia for some years now. And I must say, Nigeria is very good. It's a good country. Malaysia also is a good country.
Yes, that's right.
Anybody that's staying here 1 year, 2 years, Malaysia will teach you what you will not learn in university. We teach you time management. We teach you how to spend. We teach you how to mingle, how to be very careful also. So in terms of my education, when I came, it looks like the road is so tough. Going back or looking back from where I'm coming from, my family is and all those things. But as God may have it, I decided that no going back, no quitting. That when it comes to winning, you must decide within yourself that I'm not quitting. You must believe there is possibilities. Yeah, that is one of my spiritual father. He always say, "Permit me if I use in Igbo." He will say, "Kwele no neme." It means kwele no neme. It means that you must believe that it is possible.
Yeah,
it's possible. So based on that, I started both diploma, all my academics and everything that I did. It's really awesome, and I want to thank my family. I'm married now, my wife also, and people that contributed, because success is not being won by one person.
Yeah,
there is people in your life, people that you met on the way. As time goes on, you begin to understand that they have significance to play in your lives.
Yeah.
So I want to. That is how I can say. But the only thing I have to say now is that it was not really a smooth journey, but God helped me. Let me put it like this.
Wow.
That is the introduction I can do for now.
I know that. I know there's more. I know there's more, but
of course,
because of time, let's just take that one now.
Definitely, there is more.
There's
so
more.
If I begin to talk now,
along the way, bro, you will still drop some gems so that people will know. So
definitely.
I feel like we should just dive into it. Now, in our environments now, in our lives, in our community, in our country, there's a trend. Sapat said the other day that somebody will be in abroad and you are living life here, you still be blaming the government that is at home. But you don't see what they are doing. You don't see the impact that they are playing. They are not affecting your life at this point. But you are still from where you are blaming them. So we sat down and then we started to say that, what if, as individuals, we render the government useless? Like, meaning, let's take care of ourselves. imagine we were doing things ourselves, creating job opportunities for ourselves, creating platforms for ourselves. And at some point, we do it like the government, let them just do what they can do.
Whatever they can do.
We'll take care of ourselves on this side. Now, I'm setting that up to say that I want to know, for people that just heard me now, trying to render the government useless, like how would they start? Like I'm trying to know what is self-effectiveness and what's the power? What's that power of self-effectiveness? That power that can take somebody from point A to point Z.
Yeah.
That power that can make us render our government useless. What is self-effectiveness?
It's your word, rendering government useless. Well, to start with, first of all, everybody or every individual must believe that he or she is not an accidental discharge on this earth. We came on this earth loaded. There is something in everybody. There is something that God put in every human being.
You're right.
So all of us are loaded. Our future is not in the present, according to some people say we are rushing, trying to get our future. No. Our future is with us. It's inside of. Everything that you're going to become in this life
is inside you.
Is inside you.
Please use the mic.
So now you mentioned about self-effectiveness. I will start by starting from self-identification, self-awareness, before self-manifestation and effectiveness. But let me start from self-manifestation. There's one thing you have to understand in this life. People are not looking for you. They don't care who you are. You know what they are looking for? What is inside of you? The gift.
What you have. What
are you offering?
So that is it. And to tell you the reality in this life, that gift is what gives you value. So which means you have to do what? Discover the gift inside you. Because you're full of potential. Once you discover it, you nurture it. You have value immediately. Then people will start coming towards you. Then first of all, you have to determine or discover who you are. Who are you? What perception do you have about yourself? When you begin to interact with so many people, you have to understand that many people, they have lost their destiny. They don't really know who they are. They are thinking like ordinary normal animals. Just wake up, anytime, anything that comes for the day, we just manage it like that and just life goes on. No. We are here on this earth for a purpose. And within that purpose, there is a time frame. We are not going to stay here forever. Definitely.
Yes.
So which means, first of all, you have to discover who you are. Once you discover who you are, and you have to discover it by the perception, the attitude, and this attitude I'm talking is based on your belief system. So first of all, when you know who you are, you have to know why are you here on this earth for the first time. You have to understand God did not create you here. Irrespective, some people, maybe based the process that took the person into this world, maybe illegitimate, some people say illegitimate marriage or whatever. But there is no illegitimate human being.
No.
Everybody has a gift. Everybody, there is something inside. So first of all, once you discover who you are, you know, why am I here? Because you must play a game, let me use the word, a game of significance. Every human being wants to be significant. Every human being is seeking for the need of value, need of success. You want to succeed in anything you're doing. You want to be significant. You want to be valued. So, but until you discover your gift, nurture it, and serve to the humanity, you have no value. There's no value at all. So, but once you discover this gift, nurture it, and serve it, then your value comes. And whenever your value is increasing, it determines your worth and also determines your wealth. The more valuable you are to the society, the more money that gets into you. Even this is applicable to entrepreneurs. We are talking about entrepreneurship. And this entrepreneurship, I just put my own definition in a very short form. It's converting the business idea into having it like a firm. You have an idea. Convert that idea into business. That is entrepreneurship for me. So whoever that does that kind of a thing is an entrepreneur. And based on that area, if you're coming towards that, you have to understand that everybody in this life have a business. And first of all, I always tell people, business is just, don't start searching what business will I do. Start to look in the environment. What problem
can I solve?
If you see any problem and can be able to solve it, that is business immediately.
Wow.
You don't need to start to searching what am I going to do. But another thing that is very important, when you discover yourself, then you understand that every business, you're not permitted to do every business. There is area you are called for.
Yeah.
You guys are doing amazing. You guys are leaders in this platform now.
Thank you, bro.
Because of what you discover something and you're working on it. When we are going to talk about, because I saw what mentioned now about the self-effectiveness, financial intelligence, and leadership. I'm still going to talk about leadership. Then you have to understand that all connotes with attitude. And for you to get to that level, you must understand who you are. That's number first thing. Then, being business is that value, that's your gift. You serve it to humanity. That's what I said, that is business.
Wow.
So once you manifest yourself, self-manifestation first, before self-effectiveness. Self-manifestation. Once you manifest
yourself,
because if you don't manifest yourself, you have no value. So you must discover it, nurture that gift, manifest it, which means serve it to humanity. Because for me, I believe that leaders are servants.
Yeah.
Which
Prof,
means you're serving something.
Sorry to cut you short. Okay, there's self-actualization, yes?
Yes.
There's self-manifestation. Then you serve. Now, I've seen a lot of people talking about knowing yourself, knowing that thing that is inside you, knowing that gift within a gift that is inside you. Now, but the thing that I've not heard is how do I know? How do I identify that thing? Nobody has given me any 2 + 2 = 4 way to find that.
You're right.
Because some people will go and be selling fridge, but that's not what their calling is. Someone was telling me yesterday that you will go and be doing something that is not your calling. Because your friend is selling car, you want to go and sell car too. But that's not... Prof, how do we know that thing?
All right. When I'm having like training, maybe in Nigeria or anything, among the youths or anything, asking me some question, the first thing I always tell them is what do you have passion on? What can you be doing now, even without payment?
Yeah,
you
for free.
Be doing it. And you'll be happy, dedicated doing it. That is your passion. Not interest. You might have interest in so many things, but there is a desire. And we understand that when we talk about this gift and all these things, we must know that it came from somewhere. Somebody put it, which is God. And for you to discover your purpose here on earth, my dear, you must go back to the manufacturer, because every product you are seeing here is the manufacturer. There is something that the manufacturer knows about that product.
Exactly.
He's the one that knows the secret of how that product should function or operate. You don't even know. That's why most of the product comes with manual.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know. I'm a Christian. I believe in Bible. The book of the law has changed me so in many ways. I don't know for others. You might not believe Bible, but for me, I believe it has changed my life.
Yeah.
So I take it as a manual for humanity. I see it as a manual because every product is coming with a manual. So for you to discover where am I gifted, definitely you watch within yourself, your passion. What do you want to do? I tell you, this time around, we believe in education. Education is foundation for success, yes. But if you check the pattern, you have seen that education has changed. Example, education is not teaching, or the system of education right now, example, something like finances, money, they're not teaching about money, investing or all those kind of things. But it's very important. So which means education can never make you to discover your gift. As a matter of fact, some people have ventured into studying a course that is out of the course, out of their gift. When they come out, they're frustrated.
Yes.
You see some, even after getting so many, they still go back and start something else.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's determined that at early stage, you're supposed to know passion, what you really desire, what you want to do, what you have passion on. Then from there, you can know which channel of education, where can you fit in. So because education is just an avenue to nurture your gift. It's not going to bring the gift on you. No. It's just to nurture. So first of all, once you discover the passion, what interests me doing? Like you are doing this, you guys are leaders on this area. No matter whatever, whether money or no money, you find your way in the studio and do all this kind of thing. Yeah. It's the passion. There is somebody that you call, you tell you, this is not what you find that everybody have different.
Exactly.
So first of all, you must know your passion. what can you do even without money? You're happy doing it.
Wow.
So that's why I can say that.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, what's it called? We need to discover before school. That's what I got from that. Because if you discover yourself before school, then the school will give you an avenue to channel.
Give you foundation.
Yeah, to channel that discovery.
Exactly.
Because the problem that we have is that most of us find ourselves after school.
Yeah.
So that's 4 years, 3 years that you put in is already wasted because you didn't go for that thing.
Wow.
For sure, it's true, but let me just add something. Even if, like, from the cultural background where we are coming from, Nigeria or Africa, you know, sometimes most of us are being influenced by parents. I know there's still some family. The parents, this is what I want you to do, or this kind of a thing. Or even if you have find yourself in a wrong course that you have decided, this is not, I don't fit in here.
You can
Definitely. Even if, example, when I was in Nigeria, I'm in university. So I was studying mechanical engineering. And I left 200 level. 200 level, I left coming Malaysia. And I find myself in business administration. I know there's a lot of stories before coming.
Yeah.
Everybody have, all of us have stories.
Of course.
That I should come and continue and finish my mechanical engineering and do my masters and other things. I find myself in business administration. But I decided it's another different thing. But I say, Lord, is it this am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
But I later to find out that I have passion on it. So I say, no need of quitting. It might be an avenue that God, out of his mercy, have to channel me to the right source where I'm supposed to measure. So I started on it. So building on it. So irrespective, even if you have missed track, you have missed the track, you can still reconnect. Whatever, any knowledge, no knowledge is wasted.
Yeah, exactly.
You can still add to brighten and to nurture that gift in you.
Wow. Wow. Well, okay, this is my question here. Now, all the things you have been saying, you have already answered some of my questions that I want to ask. That is, before you can find yourself, self-actualization or self-effectiveness, there are some questions we need to ask ourselves. So I decided to ask that question formally just because of some of our listenership or viewership. They might want to itemize what question do we need to ask ourselves to become an entrepreneur. So please, we want you to just list some questions that we can ask so we can work towards it.
Okay. Because of our time, if I begin to list questions, I think I have many philosophies I have to come up with. But the only thing I just want to give a framework, like based on, we are talking of self-manifestation, actualization, and effectiveness. There's 5 areas somebody need to develop himself. 5 areas. First of all, the spiritual aspect of it. You have to understand, we believe that we are walking on the road and everything, but the real you, this is the body. That's the real you. Yeah. And based on the real you, there is management towards spiritual development.
Yeah.
And once you talk of management towards spiritual development, there is some spiritual laws to guide your spirit or to guide you as a human being. You don't just do things anyhow. Then from there, like what I said earlier, for me, the manual I use in the area of spiritual laws is the Bible. It guides me. Then the second one again is the mental development. You can't go where your mind have not gone. Because your mind have to travel far.
First.
Now come back. If you believe, you imagine that this is possible, there's
you
possibility.
There you go.
Then your mind will come and pick your body to that place. If your mind have not traveled somewhere and your body gets there, automatically the law permits that you must return back. That is the reason why you can see somebody, even if you win jackpot or have any kind of money, and begin to live a life that you have not, because this life is governed by laws and principles. You must follow the process. And they accidentally find themselves somewhere. Definitely, the law determines that it's going to pull you back because your mental developments have not gotten to that level. So you have to develop yourself mentally. And when you talk of mental development, knowledge management is there. Ability to learn, be teachable, open-minded, receive collection. Even in entrepreneur, you don't know it all. When somebody gives you advice, you take and amend it. So that's mental development. The third one, talking about physical development, our body. This body we are now, is what we are still going to carry in the next 80, 100 years. So we don't need to, some people, the way they're treating this body is something else. So you must have rest, you must exercise, you must eat healthy. That's talking about your health management. So the third aspect, the fourth now, is financial development. You must know how money works, the workings of money, the savings and the investing. People do not know. Money is very important. Without finances, as a matter of fact, money moves everything on earth. Yeah. It answers everything. Without money, nothing. So people, they want money, but they don't know how to get it. So that one, you have to develop yourself financially. If you develop yourself financially, then the fifth one is relationship. Take relationship as an asset. The way we are now, there is something, if we develop relationship, there is a position you will be tomorrow. I don't need to feel for I don't need to, even if I have so much, somebody have so much money, but because you don't know the person, you might not have the opportunity. Yeah. But if you develop that relationship, if you take relationship as an asset, I don't find the reason why we'll be fighting ourselves. Even here in Malaysia, I see what is happening. Yeah. The main problem we are having here is that we don't love ourselves. That is the truth. Africans don't love themselves. That is the truth. Forget any other thing. So these 5 areas, if somebody can develop himself from this area, then being an entrepreneur will not be a difficult task. Because from there, you can be able to venture.
Able to climb.
You have the solid.
So now, what's question now? Can we start asking?
Another thing. You have asked yourself, who am I?
Who am I?
Who am I? That is talking about your destiny. Like, who am I?
Where am I headed?
Where am I heading to? Destination. Where am I heading to? Because we have destiny. Everybody have destiny. Yeah. What can I do? Potential. What do you think I can do? You have to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself, where am I from? Where am I from? In fact, the day I answer this question by myself, where am I from? I cancel every kind of all this racism, trouble, different religious mindset, blah. First of all, for me, if somebody asks me, where are you from? I know definitely. I don't just appear on earth. For me, I know I came from above. That's how I answer. You say, are you not a Nigerian? Yes, I came through Nigeria. because it can limit. Cultural background can limit. Yes. Nigeria, something. But when I have that mindset, I came somewhere that's far beyond Nigeria. Yeah. Then I can be able to assess things. Then you have to understand finally, after here on earth, where are you heading to? The heritage, final destination. We are not going to live here, end, and that's all. No, we still have somewhere else. Yeah. So that is the questions. It will help you to guide your life, discipline your life, and yourself as well.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you, Prof. You said something about time, money management just now. Now, in our society, there's like some countries have the high class, the middle class, and the lower class. Why some countries just have the high class and the low class? There's no middle class. There are some countries like that. Most African countries are like that. They don't have that
middle class.
That middle class.
They have.
There's a gap. Shift. There's the people that are driving Ferrari and people that are using Legedis.
Yes.
So there's no center. There's no
middle.
Yeah. Now I'm saying that to say that in this life now, where the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. Now, how can the lower class, how can they gain like a stability or a balance with the utilization of financial intelligence?
Thank you so much. When you come to financial intelligence, it deals with knowing how money works. As I mentioned earlier, our education system is not teaching us what is very important.
About money.
And investing. You can't see any course, but we need it. I'm not talking of accounting or whatever. But we need it. When you come in terms of financial intelligence, you're talking about the rich. For me, I will have only 2 categories. Either you're a rich
or you're poor.
It's nothing like middle. Though we put middle. Yeah. But the truth of the matter is, it's just 2. The rich, they know how money works. The mentality of the rich is number 1. They make money to work for them. But the poor people, they are working for money. The rich, they understand the technicality, how to play the games with money. Saving and investing is the fundamental. If you want to be financial freedom or you have to be financial successful, first thing, saving and investing. Listen, the rich, not that they are not into, like you mentioned, Lamborghini, Ferrari, or whatever thing. They're into luxury. But before a rich man have to buy that car, he have to find an investment he will do, and the dividend of that investment,
pay for the car.
We pay for the car. But the poor, because all these things centers on mentality, the poor,
we save.
They will just get money.
They will get the
straightforward.
And go and buy the car.
They will go and buy.
They work
that is
for
liability. So what am I talking? The rich are focusing on assets. The poor people are focusing on liability. And they are trying to show that I am there. Why they are not there? So that is the reason. So for us to have that financial intelligence, we have to change our mindset for the belief system, how money works, investing. That is it. And the one thing that is very important, it has helped me. We don't grow big to manage well. We manage well to grow big. You don't expect when it's big, then I can manage. No, start little by little. All these rich people, they started somewhere, and it's little by little. If I give you 1 million ringgit now, I'm remove 10 cents there. It's not 1 million ringgit again.
No.
As a matter of fact, I went to a bank somewhere to deposit money, and in such a way, I have to deposit 50 cents out of thousands I have. The lady says it's not complete. Go and get 50 cents. It's like if in our side, they say, 50 cents add in and complete. Take your money. Go and make it to be okay. So you understand the value of starting little.
Yeah.
So we manage well to grow big. Not we grow big to begin to manage well.
Sorry, about
Okay,
they have come, you know. Prof, now let's practicalize this. Now let's take it to the ground level.
All right.
Now to somebody that is working a 9-to-5 job, probably earning maybe $500 per week or something, we consider that person as a low class, like he's trying to build up himself. How can that person apply that thing that you just said now to their life, so that they can take that $500 a step further?
All right, thank you. If I may come like this, like what I mentioned about our education system. Our education system teaches us to be employee, not an employer.
Yeah.
You have to understand. For you to be rich, you must be an employer. You must have business, have corporation. So if not, you continue working, be an employee, and stay on that level. So it's not wrong to start as an employee. But while you're working as an employee, begin to think and begin to build your business, your own business. Begin to build yourself to be an entrepreneur. Check now. There is one system I learned is very, very important here in Malaysia. Strategy. Chinese people. Every Chinese man owns a business. Actually, even if they move, see what is happening in Africa. Yeah. Once they step in there, they are not seeking for where they are going to be employed. Even if they are being employed, it's temporary.
Yeah.
Every of them is seeking for business. Once they enter any area, what they are searching is business. If they are being employed, it's temporary. So if you have that mindset, yes, I'm working, fine. Also, you can still do two things. Even the Holy Book will say, in the morning, sow your seed. In the evening, don't fold your arms, because you do not know which one will profit. Either this or both of them. What does it mean? In the morning, you can work. 5 o'clock, you close from your work. Then, you don't go to your house and start watching television and forget how many hours. No. There's other things you can still do that can still use something. Many people are intellectual. They can write books. They can even put in their experience alone, can give them money. Many people, musicians and everything, you can be working and still doing all the other things, so that you can be able to save yourself and come out from financial bankruptcy or whatever thing.
Wow. That's amazing. I want to ask this question because I know many people, they think they are an entrepreneur already, but the way we are going about business is really taking us back. Someone said that you said the entrepreneur, you'll be doing this. I've been doing it. Let me tell you, I've been doing it, but it's still the same thing. People were asking for credit, and if you don't give credit, you will fail. So I want to ask this question. Please, can you explain the relevance of the time value of money when it comes to financial intelligence?
All right. I think if I may understand, first of all, you talked about firstly, some people are doing the same thing and said that I've been doing it, what is not working. Then the second question comes with time value for money. Let me start from the first one. That some people may say, I've been doing this, it's not yielding. Number one, are you really, do you know who you are? Are you fitted in that kind of business? Or because you see somebody is doing it, I want to do it? Limitation, if you want to imitate somebody, it brings limitation.
No, the question...
You're
the
talking
question,
of time value.
The question is talking about time value. But why that person said I've been entrepreneur is that because she has been doing business, but that she must give loan. I mean, she must give
on credit.
On credit.
Yes, on credit.
Yes. But I think when you are giving on credit,
it affects
$1,000 today compared to next year is not the same.
It's
so,
true. I understand your question very well. Thank you so much. If I may come, there is statement I believe. Compound interest is the most powerful force in the universe. Why did I make this statement? Selling on credit is not a bad idea. But you have to understand that the value of $1 today is not going to be the same
tomorrow.
Even tomorrow. Yeah. Let's just put it like that. I'm not talking of 3 months, 6 months, even tomorrow. So if you want to sell something on credit, definitely, as an entrepreneur, it's not much that you must sell everything on cash. Credit must be there, definitely. But when you want to sell something, example, this mobile phone. You need this mobile phone. You want to buy it, but you don't have cash. For me, I may ask you, bring 50% of it. But if it's not 50%, let's assume that this mobile now is 1,000 ringgit. And I know definitely, though if I use this mobile, I'm going to contradict myself in depreciation part. But let me see that borrowing money. They ask me to give you $1,000 now that you're going to pay me in the next 6 months. Definitely, it's not business if I should give you the $1,000. And the next 6 months, you give me $1,000. It doesn't make
not
sense.
A business. It doesn't
So
make sense.
if there's an agreement, I will say, okay, I will give you the $1,000, but on 10% interest. Because definitely, if I use that money and make a compound interest in a bank, before 6 months, you will use something tangible for me.
Yeah.
So that is the time value for money. I don't want to deal into calculation and and everything. But this is the fundamental, as you understand.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, we've had numerous guests here. I think, Sapat, how many guests have we had?
Wow. Now is the 10th, right?
Yeah.
So we had.
We had 3 episodes by ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's 3
7
episodes. That's 7 guests. That's just back to what I was saying before my mind flies. Prof. Now we had someone here talked about leadership, and there's one thing that Sir Patrick picked out of that whole statement that he always says, even if we're at home, you'd always say when you're in a room, when a bunch of people are in a room and everywhere is dark, the person that goes to turn on the lights has showed leadership potential. Leadership is a leader. He's the leader.
Yeah.
Now, I'm saying that to ask, like, what is the most valuable trait
In leadership.
a leader should
demonstrate?
First thing about pertaining to leader is attitude. Like the scenario you just gave. We are in a dark and everybody is feeling less concerned. One person, gets up and on the light. There is an attitude and there is mentality that person have. And the attitude comes from your belief system. That person, I mentioned before, that leadership is all about servants. It's service. Because even in your area, when you discover yourself, the potential, the gift, you serve it to the humanity. You're a leader. Everybody is a leader. Some people say, are leader made, are they born, or whatever thing. Everybody have leadership spirit. Everybody. The only thing now, it depends on who, if you can develop it. And developing it, leadership spirit deals with ability. Everybody have ability to lead. But once you develop it, then the attitude will change. Now the capacity will be enlarged. Your mentality, your belief system. So number one is your belief system. The person to stood up to go and on it, there is belief system, there is something else. Others is like, who is going to do it? I don't care. And that is what is happening everywhere. Yeah. So that belief system must be there. The attitude is very important. It must be there. So that deals with having a spirit of leadership, the attitude. So you must develop it as well, the capacity to lead.
Sorry. When you always say that thing, and there's always a question that always comes to my mind. I always want to ask you, but when I get to my house, I will not start remembering. And I don't want to call you and we'll start talking that thing. So now, Prof, I want you and Sapat to answer this question. Sapat, answer it so that I will not go and argue at home. Now, in that same scenario where, okay, there are 10 people in a room. Everywhere is dark. One person says, somebody among the 9 should go and on the lights. Then, after 5 minutes, somebody stood up to go and on the lights. In that scenario now, who is the leader?
The person that initiates the movement. But also, somebody that you can call, this person is a leader, is the person that performs the action. Task. I want to make a statement. An army of a sheep led by a lion, we always defeat an army of lion led by a sheep. You understand what I say? An army of a sheep led by a lion, we always defeat an army of lion led by a sheep. So what is it? Forget about the followers. The leader matters. So the leader deals with action. The one that performs the action is not talking. I found that we Africa, Nigeria, we talk too much, but no action. Talking and doing nothing changes nothing. So we have to understand it. But getting into the system, doing the action is very, very important. I think I had the last, I don't know if it's the last person, the guest here, Ibrahim. I think.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
No, it's
like three guests ago.
Okay.
3 guests ago.
Something like 3 guests. Okay, that is it. He was talking about getting into Nigeria. I saw the passion there. Learn something, go there, put it. Some people I want to run away. I don't want to do this. Who is going to do it? Who is going to do it? So we all have the responsibility. We have to wake up and take the responsibility on that aspect. So doing the action entails the person that is a leader.
Wow. Wow. I can see now we are progressing from the point of self effectiveness to financial intelligence, and now we are in leadership, or because as an entrepreneur, you have to have those three areas,
keys,
fundamentals, and they're very important. So I want to ask this question: how do you measure success for you as a leader? Because as an entrepreneur, you are a leader, you show action. So how do you measure your success as a leader?
If you are, I'm coming towards how I measure my own success. First of all, you can only be successful on your purpose. Or let me use that word. The original, the manufacturer, the God himself have set to us the parameter for us to measure our success is when you discover your purpose on earth and you're doing that purpose, then you're progressing on that particular purpose. You're successful. Some people can be successful in long term, but at the end, you achieve nothing. Then for me, assessing or analyzing if I'm successful or not in the area is that I know I have discovered the area where God has placed me, where I'm channel, and I'm working towards it. Even if it is day by day, I have not gotten where I'm going, but I know that I'm still on the path line. I'm successful. If I'm doing any other thing, even if the whole world is crapping for me, but I, within myself, I know that I'm not on the right path, I'm a failure. It doesn't matter. If God called me now, example, to be a medical doctor and save lives, and I decided not to discover it, I become a footballer, even if I be a world-class footballer. But based from the eyes look, from God's perspective, the reason why I'm here on this earth, I am a failure. So measuring success is deal with your purpose.
Wow.
That thing that you're called to, that your gift, are you serving it to humanity?
Okay.
That is it.
If you say it like that, there are some people. You have various businesses. Okay, let me use an example. You have various businesses. You have fitness company. Also, you have fashion company, and I believe that is two different things.
Yeah.
And then you run foundations, taking care of people. So that's another three things.
Yeah.
Don't you think you are successful if you, as a leader, if you are taking leadership role there? Are you not successful?
Well, I'm moving step by step.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But I'm
can we
not to that.
can we quantify that as success?
It is success. Now, assuming what God really called you for,
Definitely.
is to
You just be
for
opening
the
business.
foundation.
Oh,
No, it's
okay,
for the
okay,
foundation.
okay.
Assuming what
Well,
God wants you
definitely,
to
sometimes
give back to people.
I'm called to empower people in some areas.
Uh-huh.
So empowerment comes in many
Forms.
areas,
Many
many
forms.
forms. I have brand, I build brand. Sometimes I open a company. I build it to some certain level. I employ people there. Leave them there. That should not mean that my eyes is not there.
Yeah.
But I'm watching it. I've empowered, if it is 10 people that is handling that business, I've
You've
empowered
empowered
them.
10. Yeah.
10 people there. The same thing, I can build other ones. I still maintain even fitness and all those kind of things, fashion and
Yeah.
based on the foundation, still giving to people that is less privileged. Foundations is not only giving something. It can be seminar in such a way you call people together, impact them, teach them, look at how to do about things.
Yeah.
So empowering people, I find it even opening, building, handing over to people and so on.
That's all empowerment.
Wow.
So that is it. On my
Wow.
own. But somebody will not look and say, let me do what this person is doing. You might not called in that area. That
So
would be-
your calling might, if you are listening to us or watching us, your calling might not be, it might not be to go and buy cars and be selling. It might just be to empower people, and that gives you an avenue to do a lot of things. You know, you can open businesses. You have a key to do various things if empowerment is your goal.
Exactly. Thank you, Kevin. I've really learned a lot. you know, now I believe that we learn every day.
No, of course.
Yeah, we learn every day because even though you think you've known something,
You've acquired everything.
there's something that someone will drop.
That's why I call him Prof. You were asking me just now
Prof,
why we call him Prof. That's why.
So, sir, looking at our discussion today, I want you to just sum it up. So, as a close remark, so that our audience can really
Just
understand.
pack everything.
Yes, you just sum it up in a very short time.
All right. If I may sum it up, I can just say that it's good for us to discover who we are. Because once you discover who you are, you know the gift, automatically know potential that is inside you. From there, even if you're working as an employee, begin to think of having a business to solve, because business deal with creating value and solving a need in a society. Then also, you must have financial intelligence that works. You must know how to manage money. Know how to commit money to work for you, not you working for money and stressing yourself and killing yourself. You must know how to save and invest. Not how much you spend that counts, but how much that you keep and invest. Then, based on leadership, believe that you're a leader. Everybody is a leader in his area of gifting. Wherever you are gifted, you're a leader there. If you're a musician, you're a leader in that area. Then, based on another thing, you have to do what? Get up and do something. Enough of waiting for somebody to do. Like you mentioned from the onset, like sidelining the government.
Rendering the government useless.
We have our part. Government have their own part.
Yes.
Government, we are not even sometimes, whether here in Malaysia and Nigeria, we are not asking them to give us cash.
Yeah.
No.
But rather to give us a platform.
Yeah.
A medium, a tool, a conducive environment.
Yes.
Because environment is very important.
It's key.
Let's say it. We are like a seed. If you are like a mango seed, an example now, and you drop here, you will stay here for how many years without not doing anything?
Of course.
But when you're on the right soil with water, you
grow.
germinate.
Yeah.
So our government should help us create a platform where we can just whatever
we can
have
germinate.
on our head, we just put it to serve the
That's
humanity.
a point.
But we on our side, we need to stop blaming anybody. Know that your future is not far from you. Your future is within you. Whatever you can become in this life, God already packaged it inside us. It's for you to discover it, nurture it, serve it to the world.
Wow.
And the money enters. Because the more valuable you are,
The more money that
More
comes.
the money that comes in.
Thank you, Prof.
Wow. Thank
The
you.
more valuable you are, the more money that comes your way.
So that shows that if you need money,
Be
you have to
valuable.
be
make yourself
reasonable.
valuable.
You have to be valuable.
Put a price tag on yourself.
You have to dictate, find yourself.
Yeah.
Because there are some people, like you said earlier, along in between, you said some people will make millions and they will still throw it away.
Yeah.
They will still lose it because their body went before their spirit,
Their mind. The
get
version
there.
of that, there is a version you reach to handle that. sort of
No.
thing.
When Prof said that, my mind just went. I went to all the people that have been winning lotteries and stuff.
Yes, and
They always lose it. Like there's always a spirit. People always say, "Oh, there's a spirit that goes with those people." They'll spend.
It's
and-
because they are not there yet.
No, it's
They
the
are
version,
not-
the
yes.
version of that person. Because once you get something not to that version, the law will fight you to this thing.
You go back
follow
to
the
where you
process.
are.
That is still.
Oh, that is amazing, sir.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm really honored.
So we want to thank and appreciate all our listenership, our viewership,
Yes.
wherever you are listening to us or viewing this episode. We hope we have been able to answer some of your questions.
Yeah.
And again, maybe you must still have some questions you want to ask. You can put it down in the comment section.
Yeah.
If you are on the video, and then if
Even
you are
in the
listening-
audio, you can
the
drop
audio
the comments.
as well, you can do that.
Yeah.
So please, we would like to appreciate you, sir, Mr. Ima Obim OKEKE, for taking out
AKA
time.
Prof. Sapa, don't forget.
Yeah, AKA Pro. Yeah. So for taking the time to be with us today, and we really
Thank you.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So
Thank you.
please, our listenership, our viewership, if you want to reach out to Mr. Ima, you can reach him through his email address at engineer.okeke.emmanuel@gmail.com. I will spell it out so you can get that. ENGR dot OKEKE dot EMMANUEL at gmail.com. So, thank God we are here and we get a lot from the Prof, Mr. Ima. This is the DIY podcast,
Yes.
the Do It Yourself
Podcast.
So we
One and only.
we are preaching you to do it yourself because nobody will do for you.
Nah,
Right?
Sure.
Get
So
up
just
and start
stand up
something.
and-
Take responsibility.
Yes, take responsibility. Start doing things yourself. You will just see things will start falling.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now, Prof just dropped something again into my system that what government need to do is create a
Platform.
Conducive environment.
conducive environment.
A
for what we
fertile
do.
ground. So
Yeah.
that we can
Germinate.
Exactly.
And bring the fruit.
Yeah.
So, and at the same time, if you know you are the kind of ground you are and think what you can do, to better yourself, instead of blaming people or blaming government or blaming some people now, you see, some people become rich and they stop them, please, what do you do? Nothing.
They have no
And they are
answer.
driving million worth of cars, but you have to do something. You have to do something. So, thank you for your time, all.
Yes.
And we want to thank you once again
Yep.
Thank you.
for listening and for viewing. And we want to say,
I'm waiting. I want to do my piece. Advance.
hope to catch you
Next time.
next time.
Peace.
All right. All right.